about mental illness or mental disorder is different from mental health. As Ladi quite rightly said, we all have mental health. We either have good mental health or good mental functioning or not so good mental functioning. So that's the first point. In the same way that somebody will have, really good physical health or not so good. Now, I think it's important to say that, mental illness is a very wide umbrella, and I don't know whether you were present when I started my talk by saying that, if I have a cold, that's physical illness, but it's normally quite minor, unless my, immune system is very compromised. But in the same rate, in terms of respiratory function, pneumonia, which is also a respiratory illness, could kill somebody, especially if you're very young, or very old, or immunocompromised. So I think my starting point is that, in terms of mental illness, I don't think that one can completely prevent mental illness. However, there will be factors that can promote good mental health, and there will be other factors that can impact and cause a deterioration in mental health in the same way that there are factors that promote good physical health. I think it was Ian and Dr. Kadiri that talked about culture and about understanding. Isolation, I'm just going to name some things that I think can promote good mental health. So I think having very healthy relationships promotes good mental health. Living a life where you're able to have very good coping strategies promotes good mental health. What do I mean by that? Problems come to all of us, but some of us are better endowed at coping and dealing with problems than other people. You have to remember that certain mental illnesses have a genetic predisposition, so there might be nothing you could do to actually prevent that mental illness. I think that, just in terms of preventing or managing, it's good to get help earlier, sooner than later. Just like any issue in life, things become more complex if they're just left. Having an understanding of symptoms so that you can recognize them and look after your own mental health. For example, having a good sleep, work-life balance, eating properly, sleeping properly, engaging in recreation are all positives. There is research to show that having a faith predisposes to good mental health. So I've just drawn on a number of things that can promote good mental health. But I think it's important to say that, as I said at the beginning, that in terms of mental illness is multifactorial. There's no one cause or one shoe fits all. So they're just strategies that you can use, but you may not necessarily prevent it, even if you do everything right.
All right, then we're just going to start the open mic sessions, and we just want this to be as interactive as possible. We want to hear your opinions, we want to hear your views, and if you've got any questions, the speakers are here to answer them. And if you've got any views that you want to share with people as well, please do feel free to do so. I'm just going to introduce, Tumi's going to introduce himself first.
Yeah. Hi guys, my name is Tumi. I'm 24. I recently just graduated from my medical science degree. But before I started university, I was diagnosed with bipolar. At the age of 4, I was diagnosed with dyspepsia, and it's a common knowledge that mental health is quite common. Where mental health issues are quite common in the people that have dyspepsia. And when I was 16, I had like an episode. Really, I was having bipolar, so there was times when I would just be really depressed, or other times when I would just be really excited, and I had to be taken out of school and everything. And it was a time where I was on the back of it. I had suicidal thoughts. And what I wanted to say is that I've been there before, but luckily for me, my mom was a pharmacist. So when my mom was talking to one of my aunties who was a GP, she was like, your son needs help. My mom knew what to do, and what she did was, because she had worked in mental health before as a pharmacist, she knew exactly what drugs I should take and everything like that. And to the glory of God, I'm here today. I'm really interested in the fact that mental health is common knowledge now that students are now more likely to have depression issues and suicidal thoughts. Also, middle-aged men are also more likely to have these issues as well. So personally, I'm quite interested in that today. So yeah, that's me. And I'm going to pass it over back to Jewel.
Hi, my name is Jewel Amisi. I'm 23 years old. I'm a clinical practice lead at East London Foundation Trust. I've worked, during my nursing training, I've worked all over the place. I've seen people who have suffered from suicidal ideation and also with depression. I've worked amongst people from young, old, women, men. So I'm just interested to find out how everyone feels that as a mental health practitioner, how I could help them, or how, I know there's other mental health practitioners in the building as well, how you feel that we could help them, or what actions would make a difference in their road to recovery. So that's what I'm interested in finding out today.
So today, like, this isn't, as you know,